Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back once more, tennis fans. This is the women's draw preview this time. We just had the men's. That was a nervous affair that we just got through bit by bit by the skin of our teeth, and we finally got our winners. This one is going to be a bit more potluck, I have to say. We've got a lot of potential winners. We've got a lot of potential young people coming through the tournament as well. Could we see another Krejcikova and have a surprise winner? But I think we have to go all the way back to 2017 to see our last sort of shock winner, haven't we, of this one?
Yeah, no intro for this one, I noticed.
Yeah, surprisingly, the last one took like 10 hours, so I didn't really have another 10 hours to make a second intro.
Fair enough. We got Aiden in the chat saying 128 players could win this. They could. It's definitely a lot more open than the men's, but the big favourite still is going to be the likes of Ashley Barty, Naomi Osaka. You got Saba waiting in the wings as well. Pliskova's in good form. Let's see how this one goes. I know we've got some previous winners there you've got up. The last time this was played, Naomi Osaka was amazing all tournament. The final was like one which happened a little bit before. It was a Muguruza match. I forget what round it was. But them two played each other. Muguruza had match points, I believe. Osaka managed to come through. Oh no, sorry, I'm not talking. That wasn't the US Open, was it?
No, that was the
Australian Open.
Yeah.
Apologies. But she was in great form prior to this because she got to the final of Cincinnati before and pulled out, didn't she?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about, the Australian Open early in the year.
I mean that. She got to the final of the US Open, was playing amazing up until this, and she was a heavy favourite going into the US Open. I think I picked her at the time.
Yes.
I fancied her to do it, and she did, beating Azarenka. I'm not as confident in Osaka's hopes this year, I must admit. I think she's not played particularly great. I thought that her Olympic showing was poor. BB as well, injury prone, not playing great.
Yeah,
Stone Stevens not really the same level. Angelique Kerber's coming back, and Pliskova there got to a final. So maybe them two could be real dark horses. Probably the more informed pair out of everyone there. And obviously Serena's not there.
Having flashbacks of a dream I had last night now, which is a bit crazy. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird one. Not sure. There was tennis. There's so much tennis in my dreams, which is annoying. do you have the same thing? Go to sleep and then tennis is always in there. If it's not,
we do a lot of watch-alongs, but if I don't, I'm all right.
Well, Bianca Andreescu, maybe there was a key to what was going to happen in this US Open was in my dreams. So something to do with Andreescu. So Interesting. Yeah, it was a bit worrying actually, but I don't want to give the game away.
Fair enough. Let's go up, and I'm sure we'll see some more Williams. Where do they all start? Here we go. This is the Williams era.
Yes, keep going. Kim Clijsters getting stuck in on the action there. Justine Henin, Maria Sharapova. And going all the way back there, we got Kuznetsova back in 2004. Serena still back there. Venus. Obviously, we had to have neither of them at this tournament. First time, isn't it, since, did you say the 90s?
Yep. I forget the exact date now. First time for a while, yeah.
99, I think it was. 98, something like that. No, that's a lie because the Venus is there. I think it may have been that year, the 98 one. But I'm not sure. I remember you said it in the other one, the reaction video, but don't quote me on any of this stuff. Anyway, move back down. Obviously, we have Azarenka was the last runner-up. She did really well. She hasn't been as great a form as she was last year, but she could still turn up. She's still got the belief, and she still has the experience. And I think it's important when you get to these Grand Slams to have experience. You're not going to have those Serena Williams experience, though, on the court. And that's going to give a lot of players a lot of hope, I think, because she sort of wipes the court with a lot of the players just due to power. And she has a lot of fight as well. But now there's not going to be that imposing figure in the draw. So there's
Well,
going
you're
to.
talking about a lot of experience. There's some inexperienced players who we're very keen on. Raducanu, a
Ooh,
qualifier. Let's
go
see what
on.
her chances are going to be. I know she's been drawn against Brady. That looks quite tough. We did the qualifier video the other day. So go check that out if you haven't already. And Raducanu was right up there as our number one women's qualifier to watch. We have Ana Cunha as well, another qualifier to watch. And the last one, I forget who we settled for in the end. I think it was Paredes Diaz.
Yes.
So let's see how they get on. Let's see if we put them through. But let's start things off. Make sure to join our bracket league. We'll be giving a prize away for the US Open women's winner as well. It's completely free to enter. I pinned it in the live chat. I think we gained a few extras. Yeah, we've gained quite a few. We've got 341 members now in our league. We're trying to be the biggest league on the site. So if you haven't already, make sure to join. It's completely free. It's tennisdrawchallenge.com/group/view/698/game to love. I know we've got some audio listeners as well. So that's the best way to join. And you can win prizes for free. So why not? The number one seed for the tournament, as always, Ashley Barty.
Always.
And the number two seed, one sec, I'm not even on it. I'm assuming
Osaka.
Naomi Osaka.
Yeah. I was going to say, I thought you knew that off the top of your head. That was
I
your
wasn't sure it was
favourite.
Saba.
Nah. Now, Saba's not been in good enough form to warrant that. Barty has been in incredible form. Obviously, her only loss came at the Olympics. And before that, she won Wimbledon. And, she just won Cincinnati in pressing him drop a set. A bit scary, really. She beat Azarenka. She beat Krejcikova. She beat Kerber and Teichmann. Scary. That's all I'd say. If you say Ash Barty, scary for everybody on the tour. Ash Barty goes through. She beats Zvonareva for me.
Yeah, scary for Zvonareva as well. I think Barty wins that. The Battle of the Claras, I'm going Towson.
Yep, I am as well. After a great performance winning that Challenger event in Chicago.
The two Americans, I'm going to be going Shelby Rogers.
I agree.
I'm going to go Kudermetova as well to beat Sestaya. I'll have Kudermetova to beat Rogers, Barty to beat Towson, and then Barty head in the section.
I'm going to have Barty to beat Towson, Rogers to beat Kudermetova. It's got to be Barty head in the section, hasn't it?
Yep. Agreed there.
Moving down.
I'm not sure we're going to agree on some of these other ones, especially in this section. We've got Mukova Tormo. I'm going to be going Tormo. I'm going to go Shai Wei to beat Claire Liu. That could be a bit of a shock.
Sorry, correction. You were saying Sabalenka's the second seed. She is the second seed. Excuse me. I apologize. I thought Osaka was the second seed. I've just gone with assumptions. You know what they say?
Yeah, I thought it was. I wasn't sure if it was Saba or Osaka, but
yeah,
so it is Saba.
Assumptions being the mother of all F-ups, as they say. So don't assume Sabalenka is the second seed. So
we got Gene here saying Tormo's injured. Is that true?
Oh, that's not.
I didn't know about that, but
I didn't know about that either.
I'm gonna have to just go off my gut, and I'm gonna be putting Tormo through anyway against Mukova. I'm gonna go Shea to beat Liu. I'm gonna go Hailey Batiste to beat Zhang. Emma Raducanu, Jennifer Brady. I'll let you go first on this one.
I'm actually gonna have Mukova to beat Tormo, just in case she's injured. Shai Wei to beat Liu. I'll have Zhang to beat Baptiste. And then the big one, Emma Raducanu against Jen Brady, who some have said Brady is a little bit injured at the moment. I'm going Emma. I'm on the hype train. If she manages to beat Brady, I just think we're off to the races with her again. She got to the fourth round of Wimbledon. Come on, let's do it.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, Ben, but Emma Raducanu goes out first round for me.
How dare you?
In America,
Kick
Jennifer Brady. I've been waiting for this moment. I love Emma Raducanu. Big fan of her. I think she's going to be a big player to come. But I think this is a little bit too soon at the US Open.
Dare you?
I don't think she can beat Jennifer Brady if Brady's playing well. With that, I'll have Brady beating Batiste. I'll have Tormo beating Shea and Brady heading the section.
What about Brady's injury?
I still think she beats Raducanu.
Oh, even injured.
Well, I think it's just it might get to her, the pressure a little bit. She didn't handle the pressure too well at Wimbledon. She did very well though, regardless of that.
She's on foreign soil now, though. There's not going to be as many fans there. Not the expectation. there was all the
I think
fans
you say you're in
cheering.
peril, mate. There's going to be a lot of fans there for her, no doubt.
Yeah, that's true. She's sort of built up a fan base
Bit of
over
a
the course of
superstar.
2 weeks. Yeah, she's probably one of the most popular young players on tour. That's for sure.
You got Aiden there saying Braden's only won 6 matches since Australian Open final.
Yeah,
It's true. She's not had a great year apart from that.
she's got an injury. That's why,
Yeah.
and she sort of was saying that she hopes the injury wouldn't affect her Cincinnati Masters and US Open. And that was something that she released. She said, "Yeah, the body's getting there, not 100% yet. Hopefully, looking forward to having a good US hardcourt summer. Being hopefully 100% by the US Open." There's a lot of hopefullys in that statement. That's all I'd say. And I'm hoping Raducanu goes through and knocks you out.
To beat Zhang?
Well, if she beats her, then she beats Zhang as well for me.
Yep. And Mukova, Shea?
I think Mukova beats her. I think Mukova's probably too strong for Raducanu, though. I hate to say it. I want to see Raducanu go far, but I think Mukova, she's been much further in Grand Slams in recent times.
Yeah,
so.
Gene agrees. Got Mukova ahead in the section, beating Raducanu in the 3rd round. So moving down, Belinda Bencic, the gold medalist against Anangsa Rus. I'm going to be going Bencic here. I'm going to have Trevisan beating Coco Vandeweghe. I'll have Storm Sanders beating Doi and Pegula beating Potapova. I'll then go Pegula to beat Sanders, Bencic to beat Trevisan. And then I'm going to go Bencic head in the section. Actually, am I? Or am I going to go Pegula? Bencic's been playing so well, hasn't she? That's the thing. I think I'm going to go Pegula. Change of mind.
I'll go Bencic then, just to go against you. I was thinking about going Pegula, being in the US, but maybe I'll change it up. I've gone Coco Vandeweghe to knock out Trevisan.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Right. This is one I'm very excited about. Annette Kontaveit, and I'm super excited about this one. I'm having her going through for sure. Teichmann, I'll have her going through against Buxa. I'm going to go Ferro to beat Habino. I think she's got enough to beat her. And then I'm going to have Iga Swiatek to beat Loeb.
Yeah, me too, mate. I'm going to go Swiatek then to beat Ferro, Kontaveit to beat Teichmann.
Correct.
Do you have the same?
Yes, I do.
And this is where it can be tricky. I think you're going to go Kontaveit head in the section, right?
I am right. You're right, mate.
I'm going to go Iga then, for sure.
Go on. That's it. Right.
She's not great on hard courts, Iga. She needs to learn that side of her game. We've seen her on the clay. She's one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
Could this be a breakthrough moment? I'm thinking it might be, She could go quite deep in this tournament as a bit of a surprise.
Oh, I hope
no one's talking about her, are they? I don't think I've seen any other podcasts or anyone saying Iga Swiatek's going to be doing this and that. There's not much hype on Twitter either.
She plays well when there's not...
Just going under the radar, big time.
When there's not as much expectation on you, then you sort of do better. I mean,
I think so as well.
With Kontaveit, it's a bit of strange, her form. This has been her form, just so that you know. She at Eastbourne, she won 4 matches in a row. Then she lost to Ostapenko in the final. Then she lost another 4 matches. So she won 4 in a row, lost 5 in a row, and then she just won 5 in a row. So she having a bit of an up and down. So she just won the recent event in Cleveland, beating Beggar in the final. I think she's going to continue on that form.
We've got Jean saying she's got a good record against Swiatek, 2-0 on hard court.
Okay, brilliant.
So that's promising. Moving down to the next section.
Hey,
Karolina Pliskova, your favourite player.
Yeah, I'll have her beating McNally. I'm sure you'll probably have her going out first round.
No, I've got Pliskova winning that one.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll have Anisimova beating Diaz. Tomljanovic beating Volinets. And Martic to beat Galfi.
Yeah, I'm then going to go Tomljanovic to beat Martic, Pliskova to beat Anisimova, and Pliskova to head the section.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with exactly the same.
Nice one.
Paula Badoza.
The Spaniards here. We've got one of our qualifiers to watch as well. Padizas Diaz, very good on the ITF circuit, winning a lot of matches. Badoza wins the first one. I'll have... Let's go Spanish matchup in the second round. Badoza, Padizas Diaz. I would like to see that. I'll go Smidlova in the next one and Pavlyuchenkova. But Risk could win that one in the US. I feel like she's due a good result. But Pavlyuchenkova's had a great year. How far does her great year go? Does she beat Smilova? I think she does. Badoza beats Perez Diaz, and Badoza heads the section.
Yeah, for me, Badoza is looking really strong this year. I'll have Pavlyuchenkova meeting her in the third round. Badoza to head it as well. She's impressed. So just to go back to one of the comments there, John Morgan just saying we failed to mention the change of coaches during the 4 losses for Kontaveit. So this might have been the reason for her suddenly winning the tournament.
I saw that on Twitter.
Cheers for pointing that one out, John. Petra Kvitova, she's up against Polona Hercog. I know I was talking up Hercog in the reaction. I'm going to go Kvitova, though. She's a Grand Slam champion. She knows what it takes. Kristina Pliskova, not so much. I'm going to have Kovinic knocking her out.
Really? I'm gonna go Pliskova again.
Wow.
I'm going for all the Pliskovas this time.
What's going on? There's something in the water, I think, today. We've got Siniakova against Sevastova. I'm going to be going Siniakova on this one.
I'm going to go Sevastova.
Oh, the battle of the overs. We'll know when the match is over who wins that
over for one of them.
Yeah, well, exactly. If they're both over. Kostyuk Sakari. That's a real... Oh, I don't know. It's not a
you
pick 'em.
You love Sakari so much.
I know. It's horrible.
Head in the section. Just speed it on. You always have Sakari head in the section, and then she never does it when you do it.
Exactly. So maybe I'd do her a favour and have her going out first round to Kostyuk, maybe. I'm actually gonna go for it. I'm actually gonna have Sakari going out early.
He's lost his head.
Nah, I've not been impressed with her in recent weeks. She lost her last 2 matches.
Yeah, I'll take the baton then. I'll take the Maria Sakari.
Go on, you can put her out instead rather than me.
I'll have her beating Kostyuk. I'll have her beating Sevastova. I'll have Kvitova beating Pliskova. Kvitova Sakari. I'm gonna go Kvitova head in the section.
You got to remember, Kostyuk, only 19 years old. She's getting better all the time as well. Oh, sorry, I just changed the size of that. Apologies. Oh, no, I've just gone too small. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to have Kostyuk beating Siniakova, Kvitova beating her, Kvitova probably heading that section. Right, moving down. Ostapenko against Nadia Podoroska. That's quite a good matchup. I quite like that one.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go Ostapenko, though. Unfortunately for Katie Bolter, I'm going to go Samsonova to beat her. I'll have Lauren Davis, Godovic, Andreescu. Oh, gosh. Go on, I'll go BB. Let's just have some form. Yeah. I keep doing this, but she always lets me down. I think Wimbledon, I had her going quite far, and she just was terrible. Was it Wimbledon or I forget which tournament now?
I think so.
But she's got a nice draw here, really, if you're honest.
Well, she's a champion.
She would have been rubbing her hands together a few years ago if she got a draw like this.
You got to remember that she is the champion as well from a couple of years ago. So I'm going to have Katie Bolter going through against Samsonova. I'm going to have Lauren Davis. She's in the US. I'm going to have... This is what I mean. She was in the dream, and something negative happened to Andreescu in the dream.
Really?
Yeah, so this is what is making me worried. I don't know what round it's in though, but there was something not good for Andreescu. Maybe do I release the information? Maybe it won't come true if I say it out loud. I don't know.
What's she been doing, Andreescu, recently?
Well.
So I'm having a look here. She lost to Mukova at Cincinnati, 6-4, 6-2. In the Canadian Open, she lost to Ons Jabeur, which no hard feelings for that. Wimbledon, she lost to Cornet and didn't just lose. She lost 6-2, 6-1. So it's a bit of a torrid time for her, really. There's some of the big events she's played in. I don't know what's happening to her, really. She's just not doing great. And
well,
I'm gonna have to just go with it. I'm gonna have her head in the section. Go on. I'm gonna have her beating Davis, beating Ostapenko, and head in the section. This could hopefully be where she turns it around. She's
Maybe-
just injured. She's purely injured. Maybe she's just come back a bit too soon.
Maybe I'm gonna have to trust my
She
dream.
really has just been struggling.
I'll have to trust the dream, I think. Which in my dream, she passed out on court, which was a terrible thing to
Why are
say.
you dreaming about that? That's so
I
weird.
don't know. It was horrible, but it was like she just fainted or something on the court. It was
Gosh.
horrendous. Yeah, I know. It was like a very strange thing. So maybe I got to trust. Maybe it was a sign for the draw preview that I'm supposed to pick
Well,
against.
I'm hoping your dream's definitely not true.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
hope
going
so,
for
though.
Andreescu. Who do you have head in the section? Come on.
I'm gonna have Ostapenko to beat Balter, Golubic to beat Davis, Ostapenko to head the section.
Perrine, everyone's laughing about your dream. Dear Jesus, Ben.
I know.
That's terrible. If something bad happens, we'll all
I know.
blame you, for sure.
Don't blame me, but I'm just saying, just warn her, just to be careful. Drink enough like water that day. Yeah, just make sure that she doesn't. If she's feeling funny, sit down. Don't overplay it.
And now we're approaching one of the trickiest sections of the draw for me. I'm going to have Svitolina beating Marino. I'll have Anna Bogdan beating Mazarova. Vondrasova beating Ruse. Kasatkina beating Poronkova. I'll have Vondrasova beating Kasatkina. Svitolina beating Bogdan. And Svitolina heading the section.
This is where I'm going to go a bit different. I'm going to go with a bit of Poronkova to go through. And then I think I'm going to have her going through a couple of rounds. I'm going to have Svitolina going through. Svitolina to head that section.
And we know Sam, Ben's dreaming of passed out women. It's a bit sus. Honestly, watch out for him, guys. Don't let him on the loose.
It was scary.
Keep him locked in his house, I think.
The medical team had to come onto the call. I don't know what was going on. It was scary times.
One of your favourites next, Rybakina against Sasnovich.
Yes, go on, the rib.
I'm going to have her winning and beating Sasnovich. I'm going to go Harriet Dart, my first Brit I've picked, I believe, across both the men's and the women's. I've not picked any of them so far, but Harriet Dart I'll go for. I'll have Anne Lee to beat Kakova. Camilla Georgie Halep. How brave you feeling? I think I'm going to have to go Halep.
Yeah, I'm going to be going Garcia to knock out Dart, unfortunately. Anne Lee to go through. You got Halep going out, do you say?
No, I'm going Halep.
Oh, I thought you would. Boring, JG. I'm not going to go Halep. I'm going to be a bit more exciting. I'll go Georgie to knock out Halep then. She'll probably lose. But...
Well, Kay's saying Halep's also injured. Jean's gone for the same. Georgie to beat Halep. Perino as well, going for that. It is a bad draw for Halep, if you're honest.
Yeah.
I don't fancy her chances too much either. I'm going to have her beating Lee. I'll have Rybakina beating Halep. But I'm going to have Rybakina beating Halep. I don't think Halep goes very far.
Rybakina heads the section for me too. That goes without saying. Angelique Kerber up against Yastremska. Kerber wins that for me. And then the lucky loser that I'm not happy about, Maya Sharif, gets a draw against Kalinina, which that's no Jen Brady, is it? Not fair. I think Sharif could win that match as well, which is really annoying. That's what bugs me about it. You're qualified as a lucky loser, and you've got.
I think Karma's going to prevail and knock out Sharif.
Go on then. I'll go with you. Go on. Yeah, I don't want her to go through because she's got that easier draw. I'm going to go just with that out of spite. Madison Keys, Sloane Stephens, the final from 2017. Is it going to be the same outcome though, JG?
I'm going for a repeat. I think one of them's going to be a bagel. I'm going to be going Sloane Stephens.
I'm going Sloane. Go on, Sloane. Me too.
And they're going to go Coco Gauff. No thought about it. Coco Gauff beats Magdalene. She beats Stephens. And then she beats Kerber. Coco Gauff heads the section for me. Have I ever been that sure in anything in my life? No.
Yeah, always.
I love her so much.
Gauff.
But with Coco there, I'm pushing her through.
Yeah, always. It's not a shock. It's borderline blind.
Obsessive.
Yeah,
Weird.
obsessive and blind. I don't know. I'm going to be putting Kerber through. I think.
Well,
If
that
she's
is a repeat of Wimbledon, and I believe she beat Goff 6-4, 6-4. Difference is
okay,
this time it's in the US.
hard and on
It's on
hard.
a hard court.
Hey, I'm going to go.
Coco will be better in them
I'm
circumstances. I think
going.
she's going to get revenge for Wimbledon, as
I'd love.
Supermodel says.
I'd love to see Coco win, but I know that you're such a big proponent. I can't just jump on the
Yeah, you
bandwagon.
can jump on it if you fancy
Nah,
it.
I don't want
I
to.
think you deep down you think Kerber's beating her again. That's why.
Nah, I just want to beat you. That's all. That's the main thing. Putin saver Kai Kanepi, the one that everybody tries to avoid. I think she knocks out Putin saver.
I'm going to go Putin saver.
Boo.
I'm going to have Anna Konya, though, beating Fernandez. Danilowicz to beat Alicia Parks. And Osaka to beat Buzkova.
This is tough for me because, yeah, I think Anya Cunha will beat her as well. Sad because I want Lola Fernandez to do well. She's another one of these youngsters. Alicia Parks, she's not had a great form. I have Danilovic. Osaka, she'll beat Buzkova. She'll beat Danilovic. Cunha, Osaka. Is that what you got?
Yep.
Have you got Osaka winning?
Yep.
That's shock. Right, I'll have the same. Right, moving down.
Well, just one thing. That's going to give us a repeat of Coco Goff Osaka yet again.
Not
and
for
last
me.
time I was presented with that opportunity, I went with Coco Goff. Have I learnt my lesson? We'll find out later on in the video.
We will indeed. Fast forward if you're watching on repeat. Krejcikova is up against Asta Sharma. Barb, you go through for me. Emma Navarro, Christina McHale. I'll go McHale on that one.
Yep.
Joanna Konta against Mladenovic. I'm going to go Konta.
I'm going to go Mladenovic.
Oh, stop going against the Brits.
I didn't. I put Harriet Dart for a round.
I know, but Alexandrova, I'm having beaten Sara Rani.
What? You love Sarah, though.
I'm not having her going through. She's only on the clay that I sway towards her
This
a bit.
is quite an easy section for Krejcikova, if I'm honest.
I
think she will head it. And beating Alexandrova. I think Alexandrova beat Mladenovic. There we go.
Alexandrova beats Konta. I feel sorry for Konta a bit. A little bit.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do feel sorry for her. Hopefully she can come back. But right now, I'm not hitting the heights and not playing very well. I'm not seeing anything of late to make me think she can have any kind of run in any event.
Indeed. Azarenka, last year's finalist, 18th seed this time round. She's up against Martinkova in the first round. I think she makes light work of her. She goes through. Who will she face, though? Shedova or Paolini? I think Paolini.
Yeah, that protected ranking's got to drop off soon. Surely.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous.
Petkovic, she won an event this year. Good player on her day. I think she beats Begu. I'll have Muguruza beating Vekic. Another really tough match. What a tough draw for Muguruza there.
Mean, that, isn't it?
Yeah. But then I'll go Muguruza to beat Petkovic, Azarenka to beat Paolini. And this is the big one. Azarenka or Muguruza to head it. Big decision has to be made here early on. You don't really see two big powerhouses in the same section like that. Not seeing it really on any of them, but I'm going to go Muguruza on this occasion.
This is a real tough one for me. I'm not even sure if she'll beat Vekic. I'm just going to go off on a whim and say she will, just because I want her to. I think we're going to have the same thing. I think Azarenka is going to beat Muguruza.
Yeah, it seems to be quite balanced in the chat. Probably more people are saying Azarenka, actually. We've got Gala there saying Azarenka to head the section.
Yeah.
Tommy, I like Azarenka. You got supermodel guy Muguruza. Jean thinks Azarenka.
Yeah, I can see.
goes Azarenka.
I just think that
it's quite mixed, but more people going Aza.
I think the first round, I would think she could be more tired. I think the matches are worse for Muguruza leading up to that Azarenka match. So if they both get there, I think Azarenka will have got there with less hours on court. So anyway.
Elise Mertens back in action against Peterson. I'm going to go Mertens. Yeah. I'm going to go Blinkova, Serrano, and Ons Jabeur. But that is so hard. We've not spoke about that yet.
Yeah.
Elise Cornet in the first round is not one you want.
No.
We just checked earlier. She beat what? Bianca in Canada. Was it Canada? 6-1, 6-2 recently.
She's been
Was it in
looking
Canada
good.
or was it, sorry, Wimbledon?
It was, well, she's had a good showing in Chicago. I think that's what you're talking
No,
about.
Elise Cornet beat Andreescu in Wimbledon.
Yeah, she beat
First
her.
round.
She beat her at Wimbledon, but I think you can't really base anything off Andreescu's form. I think she's so up and down at the moment. It's hard. I think a lot of people could beat her. I think she beat Vondrasova recently, this week. Yeah, trying to work out which week we're in at the moment because we've got bank holiday coming up. And Gracheva, she lost to Svitolina. Was that in the final? She lost it, yeah. So she lost in the final to Svitolina. I'm going to be having a Blinkova. Sorry, Serrano. I'm going to have Jabeur, mate. And I'm having Jabeur head in this section. I have Mertens, Jabeur, and I have Jabeur.
Me too. I'm going to go on to Jabeur as well. Final section, Danielle Collins against Carla Suarez Navarro. One of her last years. I think it is her last year. It's going to be really sad. I'd love to see her win, but it's a tough one. Danielle Collins playing well. I think she won an event already in America. Or she won something recently on hard courts. So I'm going to have Danielle Collins winning that one. I'm going to go Kaya Juvan to knock out Heather Watson.
San Jose.
San Jose, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Bernardo Pera to beat Zidansek. That might surprise you a little bit. And Sabalenka to beat Stojanovic.
Nah, it doesn't surprise me. It's the American, better on the hard courts. Zidansek was good on, or better on the clay. I'll be having Sabalenka to beat Stojanovic. Not an easy match, though, for your first match of the tournament. Could be a lot better. She hasn't really done much, though, looking at her previous. She beat Putin-Sava in Miami. Heather Watson. It's nothing to really shout about.
She's still a bit disappointed from the Olympics.
I'll have Kai Juvan beating Watson. Yeah, maybe. I'll have Collins, Sabalenka. Then you've got a big decision to make. Are you going to
I've done mine. I've gone Sabalenka to head the section and beating Collins.
That's really tough, actually. I'm not actually super certain. Yeah, go on. I'm going to go Saba.
Some people are going for the upset, actually. Tommy's gone for it.
I think it's possible, but I'm a bit worried because Collins lost to Pegula and then she lost to Shelby Rogers just afterwards, and she pulled out of the match in Cincinnati. So, a bit worried about that. That's the only reason I'm going for Sabalenka. If she'd have continued her form, I would have probably picked Collins, but never. Anyway, that's the
straight up to the top. Ashley Barty, Jen Brady for me. I know you've got something different. Jen Brady's had a lot of injuries. I'm going to be going Barty in that one. I'm quite confident with that.
Yeah.
I like Barty's draw early round, a bit like I like Djokovic's.
This will be Barty Mukova for me. And if we remember rightly, Mukova actually beat her. That was in Australia, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so after that dodgy medical timeout that disrupted Barty's rhythm, I think she'll be after revenge if that's the case. And we're not in Australia. The pressure will be off a little bit on her. I think she gets it done.
Pegula Swiatek, next one up. I'm going to be going Swiatek there. Like I said, I'm predicting a bit of a crazy tournament for her. I know she's not great on the hard courts, but this could be her moment.
I've got Bencic, Kontaveit. That's an interesting one. I think I'm going to go Kontaveit.
Yep. No worries.
Moving
down. I've got Pliskova, Badoza. This is where the Plisk goes out for me, and I have Badoza going through.
That's a tough one for me. I'm thinking the same, but then I'm thinking, is that a bit boring?
It's not that. What do you mean boring? Pliskova will be the big favourite.
I know, but it just seems like us having the same is boring.
No, if you feel like it, go for it.
That's what I was feeling anyway. Kvitova, I've got next up against Ostapenko.
And I've got Andreescu here.
Oh wow. This is a bit weird one. This is a bit of a weird. This could be anyone.
I don't think it's going to be either of them probably.
Nah.
This is tough. Andreescu or Kvitova. If Andreescu's got this far, she must have done something very well, to be fair.
Exactly.
And based off that, I'm going to go Andreescu.
I think I'll have to go Kvitova then.
The bottom few here, some interesting ones here. Svitolina, Rybakina. I'm going to go Svitolina.
I'm going to go Rybakina.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Coco Gauff, Naomi Osaka. doesn't get bigger for me. That's a huge match. And every single time I've gone Coco Goff and she's lost, she keeps losing to Osaka. The time she beats her, I don't pick it. So I don't know what to do on this one, Ben. I really don't.
Mate, go with your heart. Go with your heart.
Well, my heart's always going to say Coco Goff, but
My
I'm not
mind's
sure.
telling me
This
no.
time I'm going to go Naomi Osaka.
Oh, Coco
Change
goes
of
out.
heart.
Yeah, for me,
It's
I've
very
got
rare. You're not going to see me do this often. This is a one-off.
Angelique Kerber knocks out Naomi Osaka of the US Open for me. She's got I think it's a 4-1 record against Naomi Osaka, so
Okay.
quite a convincing one. Yeah, see you later, Naomi. She goes out. Krejcikova, Azarenka next for me.
And I've
Same.
got Krajikova Muguruza, but I think we might have the same person. I'm going Krajikova, the informed girl.
I think I'm the same. Yeah. That's weird. I don't know why. There's just something that just makes me want to pick her.
Just her form. She played so well this year.
Krejcikova. She's through in our brackets at least.
And this is one we've got the same for. Ons
Ah.
Jabeur Sabalenka. Which way are you going to go for it? I'll let you go first. Both players I like a lot. I probably like Ons Jabeur a little bit more. That's the one thing I would say.
Yeah, I mean, we both prefer Ons Jabeur. We're always talking about Ons Jabeur. Is she better than Sabalenka? On Sabalenka's day, she is better than Ons Jabeur. That's what I personally think. But what's their head-to-head? Currently 2-1 to Sabalenka. I think I'm just going to have to go based upon that then. Go on, Saba goes through.
I'm going to go Ons Jabeur.
I thought you might. Ons Jabeur.
So there we go. That is our quarterfinalists now, is it? Quarterfinalists, yeah. So at the top, I've got Ashley Barty, Iga Swiatek, and Badoza versus Andreescu. Some interesting ones to say the least. I'm going to shock you straight from the start. I'm going to have Iga Swiatek knocking out Ashley Barty, and then my next one, Andreescu Badoza. I'm going to shock you again. I'm going to go Andreescu to knock out Badoza.
Am I hearing things right at the moment?
I'm telling you, mate, it's certainly possible. I'm going to have Iga Swiatek versus Andreescu in my semi-final from the top.
Oh, I'm going to have Ash Barty beating Kontaveit. I really would love Kontaveit to beat her, but she hasn't beaten her on the last 2 occasions. I think it's going to be too much again for her. She beat her on the first time they met, but it was on grass. So Barty wins that one for me. Badoza, Kvitova. That's a bit of a tough one to pick. There's part of me that wants to just go. I think I'm just going to go Badoza, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know why. There's just something about Badoza this year. She's sort of marching through a few tournaments, quite like her style.
Perino saying, "What are you doing?" I'm just saying, like, have a look at some of the other women's results this year in the slams. And look at the semi-finals and tell me if you expected it. They're all a bit out there and a bit different. Mine's quite playing it safe, if anything. I picked some big names to go there. We could have Bencic or Paguda in this situation quite easily. So I'm quite happy with my picks. I'm going to stick with that from the top. Swiatek Andreescu semi-final. At the bottom, this is a bit different. So I've got Svitolina, Naomi Osaka, and Krejcikova, Ons Jabeur. The first one, I'm going to be going Naomi Osaka to beat Svitolina. And the bottom one, I'm going to be going Ons Jabeur. I'm going to have an Osaka, Ons Jabeur semi at the bottom.
Rybakina and Kerber. There's just part of me that just really wants Rybakina to, but I think I'm going to go Angelique Kerber. I think the experience is going to get. She seems back on form again. Kerber
good at the US Open.
Not sure. I'll have a look.
I'll get it up now.
All right, get up. She best record there was winning it. Yes, in 2016.
Yeah. She got to a semi-final in 2011. I'm just looking at the percentage. So it's 70% win percentage. Wimbledon, she got 75. She's obviously great on the grass. Australian Open 71 and not great on the clay. So she does obviously quite well here. 4th round in 2020. Yeah, I like. She's a good pick.
So I got Krejcikova, Sabalenka. It's tough. That's like one player who's super consistent against somebody who's super inconsistent. I think I'm going to go Krejcikova.
Yeah, I'm not shocked you've done
I
that.
don't know why. There's just something.
So your semi-final at the bottom is what?
Krejcikova, Kerber, the K's, the Battle of the K's, and then at the top I've got Badoza Barty, the Battle of the B's. So I've got the B's and the K's. Like it. I like it. Well, BK. That's that Burger King, isn't it?
Mine spells out. I was just trying to see if mine spelled anything. It doesn't. It's SAOJ. Swaj. So it doesn't mean anything. So I've got Swiatek versus Andreescu at the top, Osaka versus Jabeur at the bottom. Starting from the bottom, I'm going to have Osaka in the final. Yet again, I didn't expect her to be doing this, but it's just the way the draw's gone.
Seriously?
Yep. And at the top, I'm going to have Iga Swiatek making the final.
This might shock you. I'm going to have Paula Badoza
What?
beating
Badoza in the final.
Ash Barty.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you've lost it a little bit.
What do you mean?
That's quite wild. I don't think she beats Barty.
Well, they've only played once on hard court, and she beat her. So
What,
that's all.
Badoza beat Barty this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all I'm going off. I know it's nothing really to go off, but it's a Grand Slam. It's completely different to normal competition. I'm going with Badoza, but who's going to be in the other side? Is it going to be Kerber? Is it going to be Krejcikova? It's going to be Kerber.
So Kerber Badoza final. We've got Supermodel saying he's got exactly the same final.
Well, I didn't say my other one yet. So how does he know this in the final?
You did say your final.
I didn't say Kerber yet.
You said Badoza Kerber.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought that's what you. I thought that was your final.
No, but it is going to be the final. But I hadn't said the second semi-final yet.
You just said Kerber.
Yeah, I have said it now. When it came up on the screen, I hadn't said it yet.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you did say it.
No, I didn't say it yet. That's why I thought it was weird to say. Oh no, see, Supermodel saying I got Krejcikova in the final.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't
so
have the
it's not
same
the same.
final. There you go. See, making me feel like I'm going mad. What's going on? So I got Badoza versus Kerber in the final. Who have you
I've
got?
got Osaka versus Swiatek.
Oh, I wonder who wins that. Boring. Boring JG brackets when it's women's Grand Slam. Hardcore Grand Slam. I wonder who could win it.
Well.
Oh, God. Could it be...
It's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, Ben.
If it hadn't have been her, it'd be Goff winning it. You know it. It'd be one of those
Why
two.
Why are you going to Goff like that?
Goff.
So much anger in your voice. Well, I'll let you go first.
Right. I'm going first. So Badoza, she's getting to the final. Unfortunately, no, she's not. Kerber's going to win it.
Wow.
Again,
like you're saying, if I've got Iga and Naomi Osaka, I think Naomi Osaka is going to win the whole thing.
Oh, what? No.
So she is going to be my winner of the US Open. Naomi Osaka. She's having a bit of a torrid time recently. I've been very critical of her. I said I'm not sure if she's going to reach the heights again. But looking at her draw here, I'm just having a little look of her route. Really, the big test is going to be Coco Gauff. I think after Coco Gauff, if she's to get there, she's got a nice little run in. I really do think that. Whether she can beat Ons Jabeur or something like, or Sabalenka potentially, it's going to be another real challenge. But I like it. She's got a nice draw. She's been given a favourable one on this one, and I think with her feeling well, she put a good statement out on Twitter today talking about how she's been feeling. I think she said maybe at times, I don't know if the words were overreacted, but she didn't handle it very well. And I think she's going to come back stronger on this one. And I'm wishing her some good energy and positive vibes. Naomi Osaka to win the whole thing.
Interesting. She's doing press again now. We're back on the hard courts. Anyway, we'll move on. She's not going to win this one anyway, but you know that she wins the US Open every 2 years. So she won it in 2018, 2020. It's not 2022 yet. So that's why she's not going to win it for me. She wins the Australian Open every 2 years as well, 19, 21. So she'll win that in 23. That's just the way it is.
Well,
I don't
pick her next year as well then. And with that, dark horse time. So your main pick was Angelique Kerber. Mine was Naomi Osaka. Your dark horse is...
Oh, no. Don't put me on the spot. Right.
Well, I feel like there's a few options. Can you have Badoza as a dark horse?
A few options. There's tons of options.
It's Badoza. Yeah, you can have, mate, Badoza's your one. I've already picked it for you.
Well, yeah, it has to be. If she's there,
Yeah.
if she's in that part of this, it's annoying when that happens sometimes because I like to pick like a different one, but has
And
to
mine's
be.
really easy as well. Ons Jabeur is my dark horse for the tournament.
Jabeur.
She's 20. I couldn't get any better. So Ons Jabeur is my dark horse for the US Open. She could actually win the whole thing as well because I have her going far. I have her in the semis, I believe. So yeah, she could beat Naomi Osaka or Coco Gauff or whoever's there. I'd love to see it. I'll be cheering her on if she can get there. So yeah, she is definitely my dark horse. We've got Kay saying his is Badoza. Jean's going for Georgie. Aiden's going for Teichmann.
Collins
Emmett
might be
going
worth
for
it.
Goff. Gala's got some good ones.
Yeah,
Azarenka or Jabeur. And
Peronkova.
Alex going Peronkova.
Like that one. Yeah, because if she gets a run together, who knows? I think Collins could be worth going for. She's 26th seed, won a tournament recently. You've got to have a look out for those type of people. They've been in good form. Vondrasova, surprised nobody's sort of mentioning her. That's another good one.
Gula.
Yeah, Pagula's always a tough competitor on the American hard courts.
Raducanu, is that too much of a stretch?
I would love it. Yeah, let's do it. Go on. Let's get a few picks for Raducanu as dark horse. If she gets through to like the third or fourth round again, even if she gets past that first round, I think it's such an achievement.
Yep. Well, we'll be cheering her on. Let's see how it goes. We're going to wrap that one up. We've been doing a lot of these. We spent a long time on the men's. This is the women's one. If you haven't seen the men's one already, go check that one out. And hopefully you enjoy it. We had a bit of a shock at the end. I'm not going to tell you what it was. You have to go and watch the video. But on this one, I guess you could say there's some shocks as well. Maybe more you with Angelique Kerber. But Osaka, I'm not sure if she is the bookie's favourite. I'll have a look later on. I don't know if you've got
Barty,
it there.
I reckon Barty.
I reckon Barty personally will be the favourite for this one. But let's see how she gets on. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. We're going to wrap this one up and we'll see you for tomorrow, the start of the US Open.
Come on. Yeah, the matches that we're going to be covering tomorrow, I believe, will be, is it Camila Giorgi versus Halep and Murray Tsitsipas? And then if there's time to do another after that, then we'll probably have to play it by ear. But those will be the two that we're sort of kicking off the tournament with. Exciting.
Do we get to... Wait, is the first one we're going to be doing a women's match?
Yeah, I believe so. I
Are
think
we allowed to play the hype track or not?
It's a men's hype track. We can't play the hype track for women's tennis.
Yeah, but it's the start of the event.
Why? I can't... Well... Yeah, it is the start of the event, but we can play at the start of the Tsitsipas and Murray one. That's fine.
Okay, we'll do it for that then. But make sure to join us for that. We're going to wrap this one up. Like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you later, guys.